my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the COP27 Resilience Hub. Welcome to everyone. I think that deserves a round of applause.
So I was like, okay, well, this is how we can achieve these 17 sustainable development goals, right? Like everyone having food and everyone having access to water. I was like, well, I can use music, as a vehicle to power that change. So I made one song for each goal.
And it's really to break the voices of people from the grassroots, from the front lines, to tell their stories, not stories of misery and vulnerability, but stories of tackling misery and vulnerability in a joyous manner.
There is money to climate change, but the money can't arrive for the people, indigenous people. Why? Because we aren't talking their language.
So this is all about art and how we use
soft
art
power,
in communication.
also soft power.
Yeah, but
kind of.
the main thing here is basically, which was trying to demonstrate in our meetings, that every discipline is important, but we don't need to work in silos. Science with art, with finance, can make the change.
Up until now, we have been asking the developed world to lead in providing climate and development finance for climate and economic resiliency building, with limited success, straitjacketed by restrictive and exclusionary rules of an anachronistic global financial architecture.
If we don't act now and smartly, we will spend more than it is realistic to fix the problem of climate change.
In the last just 1 degree centigrade, around 11,000 species are at risk, and they are part of the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. Do we take into account these aspects when doing plantation? No.
Uganda is exposed to various weather or climate-related hazards. It rains, we get floods. If it doesn't rain, we get a drought.
Advanced payments enabled the farmers to bring their family and their cattle in security. What it does is the trigger points. When do we reach the moment when these cash payments are being released is something which is being discussed with the communities ahead of time. And that alone is a very strong disaster risk reduction tool, because it triggers a discussion on community level. When do we believe a disaster is strong enough?
When my house is on fire, the neighbor cannot be more concerned about putting the fire out of my house than I am. So it is not required that you displace people out of these landscapes, for example, in order to restore them.